Hi, it's Kia. I invite you to read with me. Tonight I'll be reading from the New York Times, an article by Patricia maize, and it was published today, August 18th, 26. Wasserman Scultz wins Democratic primary in historically black district. The congresswoman won her party's nomination in Florida's 20th district over several black candidates who sharply criticized her decision to run there. Representative Debbie Wasserman Scultz of Florida, whose congressional district was eliminated this year by Republican state lawmakers, won the Democratic primary for the newly redrawn 20th congressional district on Tuesday, according to the Associated Press. Ms. Wasserman Scultz, who is white, defeated black candidates who had strongly criticized her decision to run in the historically black district, which includes most of Broward County's African American and Caribbean American communities. A spat of Republican gerrymanders across the South this year was almost certain to reduce the number of black lawmakers in the House. The area that encompasses Florida's 20th district has long elected a black representative. But Ms. Wasserman Scultz, an 11-term incumbent and a former chairwoman of the Democratic National Committee, argued that she had decades of experience representing South Florida at the state and federal levels. Her seniority, she said, would benefit the district's constituents. We have to show the voters and the citizens of this state that the Republicans who cynically try to rig our map are not going to be rewarded like they weren't rewarded today, Ms. Wasserman Scultz told supporters on Tuesday night in Tarmac, Florida. Surrounded by her team and some black community leaders, Ms. Wasserman Scultz wiped away tears and embraced her father, who served as her campaign treasurer for 30 years. During the campaign, Ms. Wasserman Scultz far outraged her rivals and made a point of attending many community events over the past 2 months. Several black candidates in the race had hoped that Ms. Wasserman Scultz, 59, would choose to run in a different district. But doing so would have required running against a fellow Democratic House member or for a Republican-leaning seat. The 20th district is safely Democratic, so Wasserman Scultz will be heavily favored to win in the November general election. In June, 4 black Democrats tried to coalesce around a unity candidate to face off Ms. Wasserman Scultz, but they could not agree on which of them would remain in the contest. The other 3 would have had to drop out. On Tuesday, Ms. Wasserman Scultz defeated those 4 candidates: Elijah Manley, a teacher and political activist; former Representative Sheila Sheriffless McCormick; Dale V.C. Holness, a former Broward County mayor; and Luther Campbell, known as Uncle Luke, from the hip-hop group 2 Live Crew. Ms. Sheriffless McCormick resigned from office in April before a scheduled House panel vote to consider expelling her. She has been indicted on criminal charges of embezzling $5 million in federal disaster aid and using it for her campaign. She has denied the accusations and pleaded not guilty. That is it. Thank you for reading with me.